bad education at best because it justifies contradictory positions which you don't get education off of, and it also encourages going for the least covered argument, which is worse for education because you don't learn about it. You just go for what the other team didn't have enough time to get to because you decided, you know, to read 800 conditional counterclaims. So that's an example of what could be said in 1AI. That the 2NC could say. Does everyone get that? What are some reasons why conditionality can be good? Everyone's like, no. No circumstances. None? What if it's a new affirmative? What if I've never heard of your affirmative before? So I haven't had time to research it. Do you think you should give me a little leeway there on maybe reading the second counterclaim? No. Done. I would say that, I don't know, 60% of the debates that I judge, maybe more than that, the 2 counterclaims are read. 2 conditional counterclaims. Which, you know, might be good, might be bad. Depends on the debate. Yeah.
What if our opponent has 1 conditional and 1 unconditional?
I've never seen that. That's a good question. That's something I've actually never thought of. But you would never do that because you would be stuck with going for 1 counterclaim, and then you'd have another one. So, and you never want to go for 2 counterclaims. We get that, right? We get why that might not be strategic. It's like Russia should do it and Europe should do it. You know, in the 2AR, I'm going to be like, well, which one? I'll probably say none. Anyone else? Does this help you? Do you get a little bit? All right, what is negative flexibility? Call a friend if you don't know.
Friend. It's like
She's like, yes, I'm a friend.
it's like the negative is the
It's what the negative can run in the debate, right?
I think they can say everything.
Well, it would be different if you read the resolution, wouldn't it? And then I got to read whatever I wanted. But it's different because you get to choose your affirmative, right? So then I get to choose what I run on the neg. I can't just read T in every debate. I mean, I could. That might not be the best thing in the world to do. You know? Maybe you like T. Maybe.
I like tea.
Yeah, I like T. You know? I wouldn't go for like 13 minutes of inherency in every debate. You know? SBSP really doesn't exist. Anything else? All right. We're going to have a debate. Right? I'm going to make an argument. I'm going to make an argument. Sorry, the answer is up there. Okay. You say conditionality is bad. All right? Since all of you obviously believe that. I say, well, it's only 1 conditional counterclaim. It's only 1. I can only ever run 1. That's my interpretation. Your interpretation is you can run it unconditionally. Mine is I get 1 single conditional counterclaim under all circumstances. She's like, yeah, I kind of like conditionality. What do you say? We talked about it. what does that interpretation not solve? Yeah.
It still gives the negative the ability to drop it anytime.
Okay, why might that be bad?
Because they can choose their positions anytime, anywhere. And
Well, no, if they drop it at any time, what does that do to your 2AC?
because they were trying to.
Yeah, because you spent all your time answering the counter plan, and they went for, inheritance. Right? Or you didn't think the counter plan was that big of a threat, so you spent lots of time on the disadvantage, and they went for the counter plan. You lose. So that would be a reason why unconditionality would be better than one conditional option. Right? What else did we mention? PA. Yeah, potential abuse. If I get up there and I'm like, Judge, I swear to you, I will only ever read one conditional counterplan ever. Like that person is lying. Right? There's still a possibility that they could read more than one counterplan in the next debate, or the debate after that, or the one after that. You should get the point. Right? What else? How about negative flexibility? Maybe not as much, right? So maybe that's not the best reason for when they say interpretation, only one conditional option. Do we agree? All right. Raise your hand. Raise your hand. All right. Okay, put your hands down. Raise your hand. All right, you were first. Stand up. Okay, no, right here. All right, why is conditionality bad?
Because it's not fair for the affirmative. Because if the affirmative has, because the negative can go for anything that you can go for, so then if the affirmative focuses on the counterpart, the negative go for everybody else, go for their inheritance or privacy.
Sure. So your what strategy is hurt? What strategy is hurt? What speech? Okay. Why is the 2AC important?
Because it's the last constructive speech for me.
It's the last constructive. That's great. All right. So why is the 2AC important? I think we should go over this more. Okay. If we're partners, all right, and let's say, I don't mean to offend you if this is true. Let's say he is the slowest debater in the history of Earth. He's like, the United States Federal. Right? Let's say he doesn't get through the whole 1AC. Do you read the 1AC if I'm his partner, do I read the rest of the 1AC and the 2AC? Yes.
Only if he said solvency, if he said the solvency.
Sure. If he doesn't read solvency, I might say solvency. But if he just, doesn't read the last two cards in solvency, don't say those two cards. Especially if the negative doesn't say solvency takeouts. You right? You don't need to waste your time. On the negative, can you read counterplans in the 2NC? No? Alright, I'd say that's pretty fair. Wouldn't you? I would say debate has kind of shifted to not read them in the 2NC. Can you make new arguments in the 2NC? You can make new arguments, they just have to correspond with arguments that are made in the 1NC, right? So you probably can't say new T violation in the 1NR. That's probably not fair. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Why?
Because
because they don't have time to prepare.
Yeah, the 1AR at your level of debate is the hardest speech in debate. Why? Yeah.
You repeat a lot of like two.
Yeah, you got 5 minutes to answer 13 minutes of arguments. That's hard, right?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Who likes the 1AR?
When we're against easy teams.
Ah,
They only say one everything.
I love the 1AR. And I'll leave with this note as to why I love the 1AR.
Because you're alone.
It's fun because I get to choose what I go for, and that's the speech that kind of put pressure on myself as to whether or not we win the debate. It's like, all right, you know, ready to give the 1AR, ready to give the 1AR, right? Let's go! Like, I'm excited to do it. All right?
I like the 2AR. It's a win-win.
1, 2, 3, break.
Yeah.